Dr. O still on the loss streak as necessary, and Lucas still full winning with this all-out Cassante.
Okay, perfect here for Lucas. Sanjo decides to roll again and finds it. This is perfect. I mean, not ideal, but it's the place he wants to be. BCLF is the one playing the GP, so just going for that duelist tempo in the mid game. Finds here the Viego GP, pretty good position here. Finds also the keepers, and now it makes more sense the reroll option, also having an additional GP2 in the bench, so he will have a real high cap out very early into the game.
Yep, just needing 3 more gangplanks to close this out, and having that prismatic ticket means he's very likely to find it sooner rather than later. 4 duelist gets to be played as well because of the duelist +1. It really helps with his tempo, as Lucas gonna go up against Dr. O. Dr. O still just looking for this big cash out. Is at 217, gonna be over 250 for this one.
That's so nice. Dr. O in a great position to have so many goals, and we know the snowball that this composition can make right here. So he's just trying to go for the win, being the win-out player with the Crystal Gambit is a perfect position. Araye with the Exalted Adventure still far away from having the mission. So now Araye, who has been the hero for Rock, in a very difficult, very dire position.
See this carousel. Any high-value units? Of course, there's a Jarvan and a Cassante available. And also, I am looking at this Swain as a potential pick for Babzera now that he's actually been able to find a couple of the other pieces he needed as far as items are concerned that would just put him towards that 5 Crystal Gambit.
Yeah, good possibilities here, just trying to find the best. Babzera finds the Swain.
No,
in the
Sanjab
last
denied
second,
it.
Sanjab getting it. Wow, that was very, very close.
Recognizing that they didn't want Babzera to be able to be playing that 5 Crystal Gambit for free, make him roll for it. We've got the cash out from Dr. O.
Okay, trying to stabilize here, just making the best out of it. Still with the lose streak, so just trying to be strong enough to maintain a little more. There's the all-out, so second all-out right here. So contesting Lucas as a chance and finding the Radiant Edge of Night. So very big Cassante right now, and very 2 players with a great position right now.
Yeah, so once again, we're going to have all-out Cassante contested. Dr. O getting the Radiant Edge of Night out of that cash out and being able to play that towards the Cassante immediately. Trying to make use of as much as he can from the Golem, but really just trying to contest Lucas and maybe find some Cassantes out of the pool.
Okay, Araye doing good damage with the Kaisa, so Kaisa is scaling, but he will need to have a 3-star. Maybe enough. The Janna making good damage. Janna taking the win here, so Araye, he's the one who needs the HP, so there should be a moment where Rock either decides to sacrifice Dr. Araye or decides they want to preserve him and get HP for the Exacted Adventure to actually work. So that will be interesting in the moment they will have to make the decision. Lucas, on the other hand, is still maintaining the win streak and decides to go for Pandora's Bench just to be able to ensure he gets the Cassante 2-star.
Yeah, I think finding bench here is great. Even though he is contested now, it's just increasing the likelihood massively that he's going to be able to find the units that he needs. And he's actually able to pick up Unstoppable for the front line, so finding immediately all the best stuff he can to try and maintain this win streak. Lucas, once again, holding a lot of HP for the team, or at least TL holding a lot of HP. As we look at the scoreboard right now, TL holding all 4 of the top 4 spots, with Rock struggling at the bottom of the table, so the HP advantage heavily in Liquid's favor.
Yeah, BCLF starting a 4-win streak right now, going up against Sanjop. He finds 2 additional Katarinas, so 5 for him. Good damage, good damage, and looking good right now. Everyone against the Cassante is not enough, so taking the win streak here from him. Katarina making a good win, and obviously with items here on the Yumi 7, Battle Academia just too strong right now, and Panda with the Zork line, holding for now the Lux as the holder for the carry right now.
Yeah, will take a win over Dr. O, as we do see still trying to make this pivot over towards the Cassante. Looking for a Kali, I think that's the biggest hit that Dr. O can find. Trying to make use of the Supreme Cell. So you roll down to 30. We'll see how deep Dr. O actually wants to go.
Okay, decides to stay here at 34 now.
For the neutrals, of course.
Okay. And let's see what will be the angle. Yeah, so many gold. So already level 8. He has a chance to spend as many as he can, 40 gold right now. So much to be the one pressing the lobby right here. So let's see what's the decision. There it is. Roland finds the Akali. Gets additional gold from Expect the Unexpected, so even more. Oof, Akali too.
Massive upgrade.
Hasn't made items, but has to go good possibilities here. Has the Edge of Night, an additional one, and also has AP items here to go for the Moralo. Losing aggro here for the Edge of Night, and now thinking about any AP items here as a possibility. Maybe no voice staff, just making sure he is able to diminish or avoid the front line of the enemy.
Yep, and now going up against VCLF, the Gangplank 3 has come through alongside the Kabuko 3. Upgrades getting there with the Prismatic ticket, paying dividends, and it is just up to the Akali. Try and get it done, not going to be strong enough. So TL once again going to take some HP away from Rock. Every one of these wins so massive for TL as they are kind of playing that fast, aggressive, keep your HP high, try and send the enemy team bot 3, and there are potential win outs available for Rock.
Also, he had like 7 Kaisas in the bench, just making sure that the exacted adventure from Araye will not be accomplished. So making it work. The fundamentals being played right now for Team Liquid. They lost the first game, remember, and this is elimination match. If Team Liquid loses here, they will be eliminated for EWC TFT, and Rock right now are not in a good position. So it looks like we will have a tie, of course. This is just the mid-phase of the tournament right here, or at least of this series. And now Lucas just trying to get any additional that he can, trying to use the Pandora's Man, and VCLF is just too strong right here. Making sure he already has the Kobuko lacking only one item, and the gameplay is just giving it so much gold and so much damage.
Yeah, and he's holding a Kaisa 3. Yeah. He's holding a Kaisa 3 on the board because it does let him go 4 duelists with the Golem, 4 Mentor, 4 duelists, but using the Kaisa, trying to deny Araye. Not able to, as we see Araye has the Kaisa 3 as well, but still very funny to see that they've able to just utilize that Prismatic ticket to try and deny Rock as much as possible. And Araye, I think it's worked, because Araye is struggling in this game on a 5-loss streak, free-falling towards going 8th. Liquid still finding wins, win after win, and the HP gap is just massive at this point. Lucas going to take another hit at Panda.
Yeah, Panda very low right now. Araye, as you said, hitting the Kaisa very important, but he also needs to hit. Oh, well, he has the other one. Like,
yeah, they got the Zaya, so the upgrades are there.
Okay. Managed to get there in the end, and now just trying to preserve HP as much as possible. They're holding hands on the bottom, Panda, Araye, and Dr. O. So someone needs to step out here, but we know this is a ramp up, so he should be pretty strong right now. The Kaisa should be giving good damage, lacking a little front line.
Lacking it a lot. Back just the Kabuko being upgraded for the front line. Did get the 4 Mentor in, so just utilizing that power. Try and buff up these 2 carries of Zaya and Kaisa. And it is 2 fully itemized carries, so they will have a lot of damage to shred through, but with a big lacking of front line, it really is just down to this Kabuko. And it is enough to take down Bopsera. But over the rest of the lobby, a lot of TL players are still able to pick up wins, and especially VCLF and Lucas still dealing damage to Rock. Is Panda able to find a win over Ego?
Yeah, he's dangerous here for Bopsera. He's maintaining gold. He's trying to go level 9 and finds the Zaira just to get the 7 Crystal Gambit, getting any additional resources that the Crystal Gambit is giving to him. And this is a risk because he already knows he has good position there for Lucas, for Ego and the rest. VCLF looking strong also. But Bopsera is taking a huge risk right now, getting the Juggernaut in. A good position, but of course, in this moment of the game, Syndra 3 is not good enough, at least for maintaining the tempo, and we saw him completely being abolished in the last fight.
Yeah, it does feel like a lot of Rock's boards have surpassed Team Liquid's boards, so they're able to find those wins there, but the problem is they'll have to fight each other, and they need to have impeccable team play to bring this life deficit back. They cannot take big losses into each other. They need to weaken a little bit when they face each other to try and have close fights, and they need to be strong as possible against the TL players.
Yeah, we see Panda right here only using the Zork emblem right here for the Golem, so this is a lot of diminishing returns for him. This is not enough value. The comp looks good, but only the Karma 2 for the Karma 1 for now. Pure Heart, Soul Cheaper doesn't look like it's enough, and it's going up against VCLF. who's very, very strong right now.
Yeah, BCLF is the TL player who's still strong enough to make sure that they can win and beat down on the Rock players. BCLF is trying to do just that into Panda here. It is just the Gangplank staying alive. The backline has fallen already. Stretchy Arms Gangplank doing work once again. Panda gonna take a huge hit from BCLF, and BCLF just being the juggernaut, the bruiser, the bully of TL, trying to put the beat down onto Rock and try and take the win for his team. And once again, all 4 TL members at the top of the HP leaderboard here.
Total dominance, we saw it in the previous game, at least in the initial rounds, and then Rock was able to turn it around. Will they do it again? Right now, looking a lot better than the last game for Team Liquid, having so many out possibility. Babsera also looking the weakest, if you will, but going for that level 9 with the Kappa comp. So all of Team Liquid with the win out possibilities, they're in a perfect spot to take game 2.
Yeah, I mean, look at this all-out Cassante for Wraith in with the upgraded Varus. Varus 2 on 8, just due to the Pandora's bench. Just finding a couple 5 costs, rolling them to find the Varus. And maybe this can even stand up to VCLF. It's actually quite close. Might not be enough, but that is that all-out Cassante, which has done quite well into the Gangplank boards.
Yeah, so many HP, it doesn't matter. Using the buff of the 4 Wrath that we mentioned in the beginning, just finding the Varus, playing good tempo, and I mean, maybe it's not the full win outcome, but he's preserving SP, he's playing for the team, and now Dr. O is the one getting a huge win right now, 4 win streak for him, and he could be a win out player to give a little breather for Brock, to give them a possibility to maybe have an option, a universe, a multiverse, where they can win this game.
I think they might just not even have enough HP for it to be possible at this point. When we look at the bottom 3 members of Rock, all on essentially 1 life going into stage 5. Songyop probably can survive 2, but outside of that, I mean, Araya and Panda just moments away from falling, and they're gonna have to fight each other at some point as well. If not, just get taken out by VCLF or Lucas.
Okay, is it enough? Changing items here, making sure double Radiant on this Kai'Sa that has been ramping up since the beginning, so much AD right now. Is it enough for Araya to maintain, to keep himself alive and avoid the 8th here? 3 of the Rock players are in that difficult position. Araya, even though the lowest in HP, he's pretty strong right now, changing a little the power-ups in the front line. Will the front line hold? He needs the fight to be abolished as soon as possible. He has a lot of damage. The sword is there, but there's no shield. Cassante totally destroying it, accessing the back line, destroying everything, and Araya will fall.
Araya goes down. Panda facing off against this Katarina. Does end up finding the win there, so not going to fall, but it looks like that might have been their teammate, or was that Ego was playing that? Songyop goes down, Araya goes down. That's the 7-8 for Rock, and it would have to be Panda and Dr. O going 1-2, chipping through over 100 HP on the side of TL. Over 150 HP remaining for the side of TL.
So many control here. And as we said, yeah, maybe Dr. O has a chance, but he will have to face Panda in a moment. And there's not enough removers in the game to abolish that difference in HP that you just mentioned right now. So full dominance right now for Team Liquid. They should be able to tie the series. And remember, this is the last game of today, the last elimination match. One of these teams will go tomorrow to face either against Wolf or an additional team, and then face off to have the opportunity in the deciders match for tomorrow. So let's see who takes the win here. For now, Rock in totally difficult position, and let's see just if it's enough. There it is the face-off. BCLF taking the win, and there it is.
Yeah,
Rock.
there is the 6-7-8 for Rock. TL dominance in this one. If the last game was one of the closest games we've seen throughout TFT at EWC here, this is maybe the most one-sided game we have seen, with TL absolutely dominating. Dr. O having a good shout to try and turn things around. But this is unfortunately more of what we saw with Wolves versus Rock yesterday. And we did see the glimmer of hope in game 1. I'm curious if we'll get that same Rock going into game 3.
Yeah, it will make sense. Let's see the next game in a while. And I want to recognize once again BCLF taking double bonus from this Prismatic ticket, helping him get the GP3, and then avoid a Riot from getting the exactamente at least in the early game. So that delay make a Riot go 8. So BCLF obviously helping the team and also punishing the rest of the lobby, punishing the enemy team right now. So once again, recognition for Team Liquid, playing themselves, good communication in all carousels trying to grief. Both of the teams are playing great cast.
Have a few final rounds as TL take their victory lap, and once again, Gangplank being the hero, VCLF able to find that early, and I think Prismatic Ticket has been an augment that often falls out of favor when it comes to just standard teamfight tactics, but I think has proved itself time and time again in 4v4, not only for you finding your own composition, but the ability to grief your opponents on what they want to roll for. VCLF, of course, holding a 3-star Kaisa alongside his board of finding his own Gangplank, stalling time, making Araye hit the cash out later than anticipated, and that sends Araye 8th, and a lot of this comes from this Prismatic Augment, and fortunately for those who are able to click that augment, there is a 2 cost that you want to be re-rolling so aggressively that doesn't need the combat augments to be a good composition, and so it becomes even better, but it was something we even saw last year. Even when you weren't playing the Cinder comp, which is going for the reroll composition, it could allow you to grief so effectively.
Yeah, and then you have additional value. You can go for the Just 203. He didn't find it, but he did find the Uriel. That is a good unit. Also having the Tormentor, full value bonus for all of them now going up against the Casante. So just making the fundamentals here. Dr. O trying to go there. Finally loses against BCLF. So we should be close here for the end of the second fight. BCLF, Babsera, Dr. O, Ego, the last standing right now.
I choose this fight.
Once again, getting to see that all-out Casante, and just the question of how good can you make it. We even got Ego, 9-star Guardian in, has the quality over quantity, and is seeing if he can get that Prismatic Star Guardian going. I don't think he's spent nearly enough mana to make it happen, though.
Yeah, getting full value in over the Star Guardian and losing the value on the Jinx for getting additional crit chance. So yeah, perfectly played. Everything in a great position here. Playing tempo, getting a good lap here. So Team Liquid in good spirits. Losing the first game, now winning in a dominant phase. This second game, last game will be a banger cast. Who will take it, Rock or Team Liquid?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's tough to say, right? The first game was incredibly close. This domination from Liquid. I mean, they were dominant in the first game at the very start, and everything just kind of slipped through their fingers towards the end, not able to finish off the players on Rock, and this time that was not the case, right? Rock fell low fast, they fell hard, and they got knocked out. They didn't get to claw things back like in the first game, and with that being said, I mean, out of the 2 games, it looks like Team Liquid is kind of ahead of the curve against Rock. And the question is, can they duplicate what they were able to do in that first game when it comes to playing those greedier combos, securing the late game, and making sure that they have the win-out potential, whereas TL has shown exactly what style they want to play here. They want to play fast, they want to play high tempo, and they want to deal a lot of damage when they are getting these hits.
Yeah, the double jeopardy, as we will, you need to get you need to win the GP battle, and then you need to win the X Factor battle. In this case, the X Factor was the anomaly, was the encounter that we have with this golem, and not all of them could get additional value. For Team Liquid was amazing. For the rest, they had to just get whatever they could have. And of course, the next one, once again, having the first augment being prismatic, additional variants included into the game, and Team Liquid for sure were the ones who were managed to use it the most.
Even interesting to see something like Babsera having the Crystal Gambit on the Golem, and then still opting into going Build-A-Bud. Luxout does find the Syndra, which I think is maybe the best option to find off that Build-A-Bud, but from there, just still playing high tempo, not trying to commit to anything around that Crystal Guardian or Crystal Gambit. It just does so well for this team because instead of having that one loss streaker that was allowing the Rock players some reprieve to find a win here and there, it was just 4 Liquid on top of the HP, just dealing damage every single fight.
For sure. Now we're seeing BCLF, level 9 for him, trying to find an additional value. Just the final board that he decides to go for. Mentor 4 Duelist here with the Kaisa. So this Kaisa being so strong, being ramped until still from the early game. Now just try maybe the Yasuo, we don't know, decides to go for strategist. Just gain additional value from the front line, getting a little more durability and of course damage to the ones in the back row.
And here, maybe the final fight of the game, Dr. O going up against
I don't miss.
Babzera. It is just going to be the Syndra trying to fire away. It looks like the all-out Cassante has kind of outstayed its welcome as it does get taken down, and Dr. O will fall. Now it is just VCLF and Babzera remaining in this one, and we'll see if Babzera can hold out and take down the GP, or if we're going to get yet another stat pad for Gangplank and another first place.
I can see it, it's possible. He will need the Braum to disposition the Kobuko in a place and then access a little there on the Gambit. Let's see what happens here. 7 kills on Gambit in the end. He decides to do the pivot. So Babzera once again, even in the last game cast, Team Liquid lost, but Babzera did an amazing performance winning the game. And now once again with the winning position. This is the hero. This is the young gun from Team Liquid making it work right now for the Brazilian squad. Team Liquid has an amazing team right now assembled. And as we said before, they're looking not only for the win here in Teamfight Tactics, but also the win in the overall club championship.
Yeah, first in the last game for Babzera, potentially first once again. See the Kabuko getting focused down, the Gangplank stuck in the corner, might be able to get a shot onto the backline soon with these stretchy arms. As it is just Syndra trying to fire through, the Gangplank finally breaks it down.
It's not enough.
Looks like it will just be VCLF finding that win. Babzera is live for one more round. They're keeping us in it. They're keeping us hanging out here. Upe.
Taking a laugh here. Final carousel here for the game. So it's Babzera versus VCLF. Full reroll for VCLF, 4 duelists, 4 mentor versus Babzera now with the 7 Crystal Gambit. Full win out boards for both of them. And now just getting a chance to take the win. There's additional value, gets only 4 cost, so nothing interesting for now, but items in the side that could make the difference here.
Yeah, the items on Zyra can definitely make a difference. Very close to being able to actually just go 10, play an additional unit as well. Babzera, if he wins one more fight, then he can actually potentially win the rest, because he just needs to find a little bit of space, but that is a Yasuo 3 for VCLF. Try and close it out.
With Titans, is it enough right now? VCLF won the previous fight, and now going up against Babzera. Also ramping up with the Twisted Fate on the other hand with the duelists. Kobuko falls, and now they're focusing the Gangplank. This could be the chance. Huge ult, but Gangplank is still alive. Accessing the backline cast, and this should be a wrap-up. And it's a win for VCLF, taking out Babzera. Huge win right now for Team Liquid.
Yeah, and still Babzera going first, then second in these first 2 games. As you said, he's been a star for this team. The young gun coming through big for Team Liquid as VCLF able to hold on to that win streak the entire game, find the Gangplank very quickly, dealing punishing amounts of damage to Rock. Team Liquid really needs that win, needs to bounce back as it is 1-1. The winner here moves on for a chance in the decider match. The loser here is done.
Yeah, and I like the way they approach. In the last game, they maybe had 1 win-out player, and now they say, you know what? We'll have 3 win-out player as a possibility.
All right, we'll send it over to the analyst desk so they can further break down this matchup before we get that final game of the series.
Liquid equalized the playing field, sending this to a 1-1, meaning there's only 1 match left before we know which other team is advancing and which one is going to be going home. This is exactly what Liquid needed to get back into the saddle, to start things off, to be able to really show us the Liquid that we were promised, Stuart.
Yeah, exactly that. I think the variety of this game happened really from the start with trainer golems. This is the first time that we've seen, at least on A stream, trainer golems as the encounter start for this. It opened up so much potential for this game, I feel like. Then we started with the prismatic as well. Exalted Adventure everything that's happened in this game counterfeit.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many individual pieces of what went forward into this puzzle, because you can look at Trent and think it's going to be a chaotic game, but if anything, it felt like it was actually more measured and more controlled than what we saw before. I mean, starting with the Exalted Adventure you mentioned, it was reacted to extremely well by Team Liquid to shut it down real hard.
Yeah, I think the Prismatic ticket was really, really smart by VCLF. Taking the Prismatic ticket when uncontested Gangplank as well, we have to remember. Cassante was more contested than Gangplank. we never see that in Teamfight Tactics in this set. So to see a Cassante so early on, to see that being contested, GP being uncontested as well, and picking up the Kabukos as well on that Prismatic ticket meant that Araye had to go for the Zaya and the Kaiser instead for the Exalted Adventure and went dead last. Wasn't able to get a big one.
I do want to point out as well, you see with Cassante came on screen there, the most ludicrous thing to find it all out Cassante at 2-2 in that game. Even if it hadn't been, a trainer golem game, that would have been the most outrageous thing going on.
Yeah, I think as well for when we're looking at Rock Esport here specifically, this is obviously not the result that you wanted, but they have now been tested. I think that first game, it was a lot more of them being in the lead, them being able to really dictate the pace of how everything's going to go. But this time, Liquid is throwing a spanning in the work. They are really testing you and your capabilities of adaptation and being able to work together as a team. And unfortunately, they weren't able to heed that call, but now, again, we still have one match, right? So there is hope for both of these rosters.
I think Cass said it pretty perfect on the cast where he was saying, him and Luca were saying that Team Liquid were in the lead as well in game number 1 as well. They were in control in game number 1. You feel like Team Liquid are the ones that are supposed to be on top in this series as well. I think they just outplayed Rock completely in this game. I think with the Exotic Adventure deny, the build-up bud for Syndra as well, we're talking about with 7 Crystal Gambit to end things off as well. I think for Rock it's just a very unfortunate game with the denial of Team Liquid, but it's well played by Team Liquid at the same time.
It was pretty crazy to see Team Liquid win the top 4, at the stage 3. And I started to get worried because of what we saw.
We've seen it all before. We've seen it all before.
Well right now, but you're right, Fab Zero was absolutely amazing in that game. I love seeing this with Win Street Crystal coming in. The Heart of Gold as well, with the Build-A-Bud, was such a great combination to make sure that he stayed in control the whole game long.
Yeah, and Liquid here, this is what we wanted to see. This is what they needed. This is the confidence boosts that they're looking to carry into that next match. So it's a great start because I felt like when we're looking at Liquid, yesterday wasn't their day. We weren't able to see what they're able to do. Today, the first match, again, they didn't really showcase us the Liquid that we were promised. But this feels like a little bit of a resurgence. They're coming back into it. They're showing us what they're capable of. And as you touched upon, they just completely outplayed Rock. And that is the expectation that we had coming into this, and they're living up to it.
I mean, exactly that. They were one of the teams that we were really looking out for as casters. This Brazilian team that have come in, that have plenty of international experience as well. They played against some of the best as well in Teamfight Tactics, and I feel like this game really proved their levels of TFT, but again, they have to go back again. They have to make sure that they stay focused as well. And they do the same as what they did in game number 2. They understand the situation of how Rock can win out the game and deny them completely. They did it perfect in this game with the Exalted Adventure, with the Crystal Gambit as well, being able to get that win streak, but they have to do it again to make sure they don't get eliminated this time around.
Yeah, I think Team Liquid really cleaned up their play. Of course, this being the last series of the day, they've been waiting around to play this for a while, so I can sort of forgive a little bit of rust coming into game 1, but it does, like we've seen from other series, we're seeing particularly Team Liquid seeming to get stronger game by game. So I think it's going to be a really rough run in the final game to try and take them down.
Yeah, that's also that momentum that they now have going into this, the confidence, and as you touched upon, the rust as well. Yesterday was the first game on stage. Today's the first game on this main stage with the walkouts. Everything is a little bit different. So now that both of these teams are settled in, this final match is really going to dictate which team has been made the biggest improvement and also which one is the most comfortable in the current situation.
I think Team Liquid are going to come in more comfortable for sure. I think they're going to be pretty comfortable after game number 1. I think they were a little bit unfortunate in game number 1. Game number 2 was just a stomp in my opinion. I think it was just completely one-sided in game number 2. They're going to have the confidence now coming into game number 3. Rock though, they need to make sure they keep their level headed as well. Make sure that they don't lose their heads as well, because one more game, that's it. One more game of Teamfight Tactics determines who goes out and who stays on in WC.
I mean, as much as we've seen a lot of good stuff from Team Liquid, I'm starting to maybe believe in Rock. They surprised us so much in game 1. If we get back to just a normal game of TFT, it doesn't seem impossible they could do it again.
Ooh, so your prediction still stands true. Yours, you can no longer change it, and you went for a
I'm
2-0
still
for
riding that liquid train.
So, you know,
Still riding it.
everyone's still on that liquid train, and we'll see whether or not that is the right one and whether it will leave the station heading towards tomorrow or towards their own homes. Either way, Liquid and Rock are on the chopping block with only one game left coming up after the break.
This is Peter. He plays Tekken 8 on PlayStation tournaments. Peter wins hundreds of avatars easily. But how? On his PS5, Peter launched Tekken 8, found PlayStation tournaments, and registered. It's that easy. New tournaments daily. Win avatars, prizes, and more. Compete, win, and claim your prizes today on PlayStation tournaments.
PlayStation.
Our systems are reversed. My springs, your fall.
Now, I am lucky enough to be standing right now at the player lounge here at the Esports World Cup, and I'm not alone. I've come to the table tennis table to play with Wojtek of Team EBOS here for TFT. Wojtek, welcome to Riyadh. How are you feeling?
Hello, hello. Yeah, I'm great. How about you?
I'm good. How's your table tennis? You good?
This fight.
I will try.
Let's have a go while we have a bit of a chat. This is multitasking at its best. Here we go. So, Wojtek, tell me about your team. You've been playing since... Oh, we're off to a bad start. Where's that
Sorry.
ball gone? You got another one?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, we go again. So tell me about your team, because you've been playing since set one. Haven't really had that much success at international level, but you're feeling really confident.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, our team is like not the most accomplished, but I think we have great team spirit, and throughout all of the qualifications, we are mostly like having fun and doing our best, and it worked. We are here, so why not continue?
So you are personally from Poland.
Yeah, our whole team is Polish.
Oh, very cool. So you'd be putting Poland on the map at the Esports World Cup if you were to do well here. What do you think your chances are?
Yeah, I believe, and our whole team, I think, believes we can go all the way. We believe in ourselves, so yeah, we are going to the finals.
I'll tell you what, right? You're good at this. So what we'll do is we're gonna have a quick break, because I know you need to go play. Let's go get a coffee and talk some more, shall we? Thank
Okay.
you. Enjoy.
All right, all right. So, I don't have many interviews.
Welcome back to TFT at the Esports World Cup. I'm Casanova, joined by Bason. We are at the SND Esports Arena for the final match between Team Liquid and Rock Esports. They've tied the series up 1-1. The loser here will go home. The winner will get another chance in the decider match. Hupe-san, Team Liquid came out strong in that second game, but Rock is no slouch. We have to see how will they bounce back in this third and final game.
There has been a trend in both games where Team Liquid starts very, very strong. The difference was second game, several players with a possibility of win-out possibilities and win-out options. Will this be maintained, or will Rock turn the paper out and try to maybe pressure a little more into the early game? Double component ambush here for the Twisted Fate cast. This means you can force almost anything you want. Normally you need both scenarios open, you need the items and you need the units. Now only if you find the units, now you can force any comp. So GP will be more prevalent for sure. We will see a double. Last time only Team Liquid played.
Yeah, so we'll see who is able to find the first game flanks and can they actually just slam those anvils right away. Babzera actually grabbed the 3 cost and Smolder, not one we've talked about a lot, but it's actually one of the harder 3 costs to grief because you actually have to get Smolder in, I believe, get an experience on it for your Smolders to actually count as part of the pool. So with that being said, it's maybe an option. However, we haven't seen anybody bust that out yet.
Yeah, we saw it succeed and we saw it totally bad in the term here on the EWC. And the problem is it's too expensive. You need 3 costs. You need to find a 3-star. Smolder 2-star is not a new unit. So very difficult to accomplish. Sell set immediately right now for Babzera. Doesn't want to go there. They want to go for something maybe more confirmed right now. Sandyop right now having some good possibilities. Find the Kai'Sa early and finds 2 Kai'Sa. So this could be an option for him. And of course trying to ramp up the early game and have a good possibility. Kai'Sa hasn't won games, but obviously there's a good chance for Supreme Cell to succeed.
Yeah, Kai'Sa reroll is more of a strong comp that you can play, that you can look for top score. It's not going to be one of the top comps, it's not one of the best, but it is okay. It's a reasonable reroll to go for, as Dr. L also having a Katarina as an option here. That is another 2-cost reroll, so the team can synergize on 2-cost rerolls. If they find Gangplank and go 3 2-cost rerolls, that is still possible to go those 3 different compositions and really just try and help each other by taking other 2 costs out of the pool. But we are going to get Prismatics, so the variance is not quite done for us, Hupe, in this series. See what they can go for. We've seen at what cost be pretty reasonable. You don't get to pick the augments, but that quick level up is great. Supreme Cell Braum, not going to be for Dr. O, so it might just be expected unexpectedness. Look for maybe some of those pickups. 9 lives instead. This has been a very strong augment in 4v4, and it is going to be the case for Dr. O. You get carousel priority, and you get, well, 9 lives, but you also get a lot of resources when you have to expend each of those lives.
Yeah, makes sense right here. So probably going for this Katarina as an option, and that will be the angle here for Dr. O. Kai'Sa 2 right now for Ego, so not giving the chance for Sandyop to play this Kai'Sa alone, and now being immediately contested.
Yeah, going for the contest. Looks like he had his own pair of Kai'Sas, so goes for that Supreme Cell emblem because it also gives a Kai'Sa. Just locking in, saying, hey, you know what? I'll get a 2-star Kai'Sa. I'll start slamming some items, and we'll go from here. Start scaling the Kai'Sa as well, because she as a unit does stack AD when she does get kills with her ultimate. So might as well go for that. We've got a Talisman of Ascension as the first hit for the Living Forge. It's not one that you want to see, but we did see that Mundo earlier from Wet Jungler going alongside a Radiant Anima Visage, and there is an Anima Visage